So I will introduce our company and the products briefly. And the first, our company located in Shanghai, China. We are at the very beginning as a scope repairing company in this in domestic. We only supply some services to Chinese endoscope user. But as our team growing, we have our team brain, Mr. Chen, the founder of our company, to drag our company from a repairing company to a radioscope producer in about 5 years. So before, he was very well trained in his the previous experiences as a marketing KOL and product manager in Mandarin, and he was a product manager for endoscope field. Since our company established, it's a lot of young people, but those people really stayed in the first line to repair scopes, to understand scopes, to help to training the user in the clinical field. So we start to do our business. We really understand what is scope going to be developed in the future, especially what we are good at to do something. So since 2017, our company established, we spent 5 years in the invention and whatever things to improve our products. In 2020, we launched a product with a CE, with a lot of certification. Actually, all of our scopes was our first generation products in single-use scope in urology and also in cholangiopancreatic systems. You know, when we launched the product, we are very lucky. We meet the COVID-19. We stopped everything. We're going very slow. But anyway, we have a lot of customer base. And when they come to us, they feel very exciting to see we have very new ureteroscope, cystoscope with a nice image quality. And at the same time, we developed the cholangiopancreascopes, can allow the doctor have another choice to make some detection for common bile duct and even pancreatics. So we are doing so. So all of our scopes, we understand we can do some slim one under something like a 9 French, 7-point French, some very, very slim single-use scope. So our story started from urology for single-use scope. In the very beginning, we launched 2 products. One is Ureteroscope with 9 French outer diameter that will allow the doctor to make some detection, crush stone, taking a biopsy forceps, something to check the kidney. And then we launched another cystoscope. The cystoscope is basically using in the bladder screening. What we do difference is we're supplying more size choices for working channel. In the market, normally you can see the cystoscope with a 2.2 working channel. It's very normal. We provide another choice with a bigger working channel that allows doctor use some bigger surgeries to do what they want in the bladder. So all of our product we concentrated for the stone management. Why we launched a single-use ureteroscope or cholangiopancreascope? Because we consider as the scopes using doctor, they repair it, or hospital, they repair it and keep it, re-sterilize everything is a lot of cost. If you can use several times, if you can use several times a reusable one, then the cost will be the same if you use the single-use one. So we consider in this field of the using quantity will be increasing year by year. So we keep concentrating to develop our new products in urology and also in the GI. So this is our first generation product for urology, Ureteroscope. This is a standard 9 French outer diameter scopes. It's a lot of we have mainly an advantage on the products is image quality is clear. So we did some comparison with currently reusable, reusable ureteroscopes. So we use a CMOS as our modular of the lens. Out diameter is pretty similar to the current reusable scopes Olympus using. And the standard working channel 1.2 millimeter allow the doctor to use some laser, biopsy forceps, and baskets to retrieving or crush some stones. Next generation, we compared a lot of current competitors in the markets, especially in China. Just a few half year ago, we launched another new ureteroscope. It's 7.5 out diameter. This more slimmer. That means the patient don't need to wait so long time to be preparation for the ureteral procedure. And also the advantage that 9.5 and 9 French ureteroscope. That means we offer doctor more safer choice for the whole procedure, and doctor can choose a slimmer size C's to do the surgery. So since this year we have launched 2 ureteroscope. One is 9 French, another is 7.5 French. The flexible cystoscope, we're actually doing 2 products. One is classic standard one with the 2.2 millimeter working channel. There is a section, there is a deflection like normal endoscope they need, but we would like to offer, as a new company, we offer something different. So we did another 2.6 millimeter working channel cystoscope. That means doctor can use, I think, more economic accessories to do some surgeries or make some detection for the bladder, easier and quicker. Comparing with the some already products in the market, so our pixels on our monitor will be 600,000 pixels, and bright. The image quality looks more bright, and we cut the name bright view. It's like a cleaner viewing. Talk of good image quality. What's our advantage on performance? So we make the first is we have slim 7.5 French ureteroscope. This is the slimmest one in the single-use scope field for urology, and we're using the currently the very high quality CMOS, and the resolution is 400 by 400 pixels. Deflection 275, I think, is pretty normal for all the slim scopes in urology field to be used. But what we like to put my emphasis is the distal end circling. Everybody, when do the circling, they would like to do the round one. Why we do the one like an oval shape? When we get some experiences from our past repairing and the knowledge, we know if there is a round one, when you introduce accessories through working channel, you meet higher assistance force when you introduce a forceps or get wire or something through the working channel. If you use oval shape, that means you will face less resistance force when you introduce the forceps or get wire some accessories through the working channel, and will have less injury to the working channel as well. So what we design is a circle size, pretty different, and in the clinical use, the feedbacks are pretty wild. And we would like to share some videos to show what image quality, what we did. Yeah, so to see with our Ureteroscope, the laser can work well with the stone crash. And the left one is 9.0 French, 9.0 outer diameter. Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe if you start the presentation again and then click on the button, perhaps.
Okay, let me start it over. I'm sorry.
No problem. We still have 7 minutes, so I think you have some time.
Okay, let us see another video. Yeah, this one is the whole procedure. We retrieve the stone from the kidney. This basket is 1 millimeter. It's receiving, and Ureteroscope was introduced to the kidney by guide wire. When you see picture, the image was not so averaged because when we transfer the image from the image processor, we use another format, so we lose some image quality. But the left one is we recorded by some mobile, so you see the quality is different on the monitor. Yeah, so this is what our image quality and what our customer like to have. And currently, we have launched the Ureteroscope, cystoscope in most of the market. A lot of customers using that, and they want to have more accessories to go with them as a pack. What we are doing now is having a lot of.
I'm sorry, Eric. Are you sharing a screen? Because I can see only the files and the presentation. Am I the only one, perhaps?
I'm sharing my screen. I see the record is sharing. Can everybody see me?
No, we can see your files, not the actual presentation.
Right. So you
not a single file.
No, you have to see. You have to launch the presentation, I guess.
Okay, let me do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody get it?
Yeah, now we can see it. Thank you.
Oh, good. Thank you. So 2020 to 2021 is our first year to launch the products. And during this period, a lot of customers come to us. They want to use some accessories to launch our products as a pack. So I discussed with some suppliers in China over worldwide to find some products can match our scopes really very well. So we are finding a lot of, we are looking for some partners that can supply us with accessories to working with our scopes as a pack to supply clinical use. And in some small accessories, we're trying to to produce by ourselves. So this is our current situation. And another thing is we are trying to do an image processor with higher resolution. 4K is over challenging, but let us try whether we can do it by end of this year. And another thing is for the image processor, we have a portable one. That means like a pad size. You can move it with, with a purse. It's quite small and it can be connected to medical monitor. So currently, all our products is running in most of Europe places and also Australia. So we are looking for some distributors and partners can help us or join our teams together in this field and also in US, because we are just got the 510K last month. We'll need to understand this market, understand US market. And in Europe, we launched for about 3 years. And this year we try to supply our accessories together with our scopes as a packed products. So all my information for today.
Thank you very much, Eric, for the presentation.
Questions?
Thank you very much. Now the floor is yours, guys, for questions. I would suggest that we slightly postpone the time. So we have now like six minutes for questions, just to get the discussion started. So the floor is yours. All right, so I will start. Perhaps I saw that in the presentation you have Olympus pretty often. So is it like your main competitor? And would you say is it the only one, perhaps? And also like a follow-up question: is the urology market a stable one or a dynamic one in terms of innovation?
Okay, actually, in this market, in the scope mat, in this market, Olympus is doing a reusable one. A lot of doctors using their scopes to make detection and surgeries. So normally we will compare with this brand. More customer and user will be easier to understand how the scope is. So actually Olympus was not our competitors. Our direct competitor actually is LithoVue from US. The Boston Scientific is their Boston Scientific is their company name, and brand name is LithoVue. But I think we are offering different. We are not doing exactly with the same what they are offering the market. So our company idea is always supply on over partners and clinical user with different choices. For such as the Ureteroscope, when we supply, we do two. One is the standard they are used to do. Another is slimmer. And what our advantage is we supplying higher image quality than they used to be. But actually the competitors is not only LithoVue, like a Donier, like a lot of OTU. But in this field, it's a lot of competitor.
Right, I believe you. So would you say that the main USP is the number of pixels and the angle that it can go in, or are there any other aspects you would say that are unique about your specific product?
Actually, the deflection angle, they will say 375 is good enough for the urology detection, for the kidney detections. But that is really extremely angle. Normally, 268, 260 is good enough. 275 is just 10%. You will use that. Yeah, but we can reach that angle. Yeah. What we do is when we do the deflection, was not a round circle. It's an oval shape. This way we can allow the accessory to be introduced to the kidney ager with less resistance force, because circle one is like in our measurement, the circle one is like a bigger resistance force than the oval one. So
Thank
this is
you.
only one part of our team. Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. So there's room for one last question, guys.
Eric, hello, Václav from Aspironics. Let me ask you, I wanted to ask you, since you're planning on going more into the European market, how are you based on the regulatory side for Europe?
Yeah, actually, we really feel interesting to go more deeper in European market. Now we currently is doing in France, UK, Spain, some big market. Anyway, for most of Chinese company, we first launched, which will surely will go some of this country, and now we are extending more wide in Europe. We are still open some areas to discuss.
So you have CE mark and all the necessary documentation needed for Europe market entry.
Yes, we have, and we are preparing for MDR registration this year. Actually, we believe so. We can do that, and because we are already supplying them now CE, ISO, 510K. So currently everything we have, and we are waiting for MDR to come to make audit. You know, sometimes locking down really slow down everything, but we think we can get all the qualified certification for Europe market.
Yeah, thanks a lot